Welcome back to another episode of No Sugar All Spices, and welcome if this is your first time here. I am so happy that you're here. I'm your host, Claire, and this podcast is based off my life experience, story, lessons that I've learned, and I'm sharing it with you, and hopefully you can learn and grow with me. The other day, I was shopping and I stopped by Barnes & Noble. I always do. I just love going there and looking at things, looking at all the books and just checking out different things. And this book, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, just caught my eyes, and I immediately had to pick that up. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, you know what? I can learn something from this book, I bet. And I read some of it. I read some of the front and the back and some of the reviews. I'm like, you know what? My girlies are gonna love this one. So the let them theory is the idea that much of our dissatisfaction, self-doubts, overthinking, all of this comes from controlling or caring excessively about what others think or how they act. So this book argues that by mentally stepping back from these factors that we allow to control us, whether it's letting people have their own opinions, having them deal with their own drama and their action and their consequences, we free up the energy and efforts that put so much on our mental health. So on today's episode, I want to touch on this theory, obviously, and then kind of have my own twist to it with my personal experiences and how I wish I had adopted or knew about this theory or was taught about this theory when I was younger. And for those of you watching and listening and in whatever phase you're in life, I believe that you're definitely going to get something out of this that will help you carry your mental health burden easier, especially with burden that comes from outside factors and something that you can control. One of the things that stood out to me about this theory is that we should stop whining over what others think of us, over their opinions, over what they say, and expectations of us. And I think the parts about what they say resonates with me the most because, you know, people say all kinds of things. People say all kinds of things, and that then creates self-doubts. It makes you lose your confidence, and you start also, comparing yourself with others. So with this let them theory, I was thinking about how I've let other people affect what I do for so long and what they say about me. Whether it's the way I talk, my accent, what I do. I've let that affect me for so long, especially when I was younger. And, when I first started learning English and things like that, and now that I'm thinking about it, you know what? Yes, make fun of my accent. I don't care. I'm going to let you make fun of my accent because that just means I know more languages than you and you don't. To think about it in the present days. I think by using this theory, let them, it's allowing me to have a different outlook on life. If people want to say that, oh, she's too young to be at this table, she does not deserve to be in this room, she does not deserve to be doing this and doing that or have that, or who's going to listen to her podcast? What is she even talking about? Who does she think she is? You know what? I'm going to let them. And you should let them too. Because honestly, we can't even control what these people are saying. We can't control anything that's going to come out of their mouth is going to come out of their mouth. We could either let it affect us or we don't have to care. And for your case, it could be that you are comparing yourself with others. Is she ahead of you or is he ahead of you? Well, let him be, let she be. Why is that affecting your energy? And for your case, it could be different. It could be that you're hanging out with some friends and they say stuff behind your back. Just adapt to this let them theory. You know what? They want to say that about me. Let them. They want to talk about how I dress. Let them. They want to talk about why I'm taking forever to go to school. Let them. They don't know what I'm going through. They want to talk about how I can't find a job yet. Let them. They don't know what I'm going through. Stop letting these factors affect you. Because at one point, I absolutely let these things affect me. I shared this in a different episode of how when I was in my senior year of college, I was so down and I was so worried because of expectations from other people, especially they just think you can just find a job when you are out of college and that you can just find a good job that pays good. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, if they want to talk trash and say that, oh, she went to college, she graduated and she can't even find a good job, let them. We cannot be letting these people drain our energy out. We cannot be giving them a time of a day to even be in our thoughts. And this is not only about what others think of you or say about you. This is also about the actions of other people around you affecting you. So for example, right, it could be family members, it could be close friends. Let me just give a quick example, just a general example. Let's just say you have an uncle who loves gambling and that be stressing y'all out. You know what? Let him. He gonna learn. Let's say I have a family member who loves borrowing money from other people to buy dumb things. And that's stressing me out because it ruins my reputation too, because I am related to that certain person or whatever. Let them. Let them, because you're not doing it. They're the one doing it and they're going to face the consequences. And another example is like, y'all, I absolutely like dislike strongly when people don't respect others people's time. Say we have something scheduled for 3 p.m. and they just go about their day. They don't even care. And they are in important parts of, say, that event. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves, when people they just kind of like, they don't even care. It'd be like a group setting and you wait for this one person and they just don't show up, or they show up like 40 minutes late. Absolutely hate it. Cannot stand it. Hate is a strong word. Absolutely dislike that very much. But now that I've adopted this theory and I want to apply it into my life, I'ma just let them. So when we get to the point that we master this theory and we are now applying it in our life, what's next? What can we do? What we can do is we focus on our goal. Hello, do you want to say something? All right, I think he's gonna go find his friend Manuka. And so what I can do now, once I've mastered and have adopted and applying this theory in my life, I can focus on my own goal with no distraction of what others think or say or how they act. I can focus on my own happiness. Oh, she been going to the gym for 2 years and she still looks the same. Who cares? I'm gonna let you say that. And I'm gonna let you say that because at the end of the day, I'm the one trying to maintain my weight and not sitting on the couch and watching people's story and talk trash about them. It's getting too real. And focus on your own fulfillment. What is fulfilling you in life? Is it healthy friendship? Is it traveling? Whatever it may be, focus on what fulfills you without these outside factors that you've been letting it bring your energy down or letting it drain your energy out. So focus on your own goals, your own happiness. Focus on your fulfillment instead of being trapped in these drama around you that you cannot control, instead of focusing on what your friend over there is doing or what they're saying or what a family member is doing. Focus on you. So if you're still watching at this point, don't forget, let them have their opinions, let them have their thoughts, let them say whatever they want about you, let them do what they do best, let them have their own consequences. Let them keep starting drama with other people. You do you. Let them focus on your own goals, your own happiness, your own fulfillment, and improve in, stress management, and improve in how we react to others and what they say about us. Because at the end of the day, we're humans and it's hard to simply let them. It is hard. It will be hard. To an extent, we still let it affect us. So I personally just want to improve on how I manage these things, how I manage these outside factors. But as long as we keep trying, we will improve in how we react, how we act, and how we respond. And with that, I want to end this podcast here. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope that you learned to let go, like I did, of things that are not contributing positively to your life. And by letting go and letting them, I hope that you start prioritizing your mental health. And if you want to read this book, I do not have any code or anything like that, but I highly recommend for you to read this book or at least listen to it. I listened to it on YouTube. Shout out Mel Robbins again for this book. So I highly recommend, reading it or listening to it, because the book is so personable. So I think that you can resonate with it in different levels and learn from it. With today's episode, I barely touched on the surface of it, but the theory absolutely helped me in different areas of my life, and it will for you as well. If you're needing something to read and if you're looking for something to read, this is a perfect book to do so. And I think it will help you improve in many different areas of your life. And with that, I want to end it here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you.